Hello curl friends, today is a very exciting day. I have known a little bit about this product for a while now. It's a new release, as you can tell from the title of this video. It is the new Curlsmith Bond Curl. Now, Olaplex has been the lead in this category. I don't even know for how long. And you know I use Olaplex number 3 religiously. So for Curlsmith, who is a brand I absolutely adore, to now be breaking the barrier into protein-based products is really, really cool. And they actually have sponsored me today to talk to you guys about this new launch. But here's what I want to preface before you guys are like, oh, she's definitely gonna like this more. She's only gonna talk about that. We are gonna be talking about both of these. We are going to be doing a split head test, and you guys will be seeing my very first reactions. Now, I have been using this for well over a year, if not longer now. And this is a brand new one. It is literally, it just got here this week. I'm super excited to try it out, but I'm trying it out on camera because I wanna give you guys the real deal of what these compare like. Number one, you can already see it. You get more for your money here, maybe. So that might be nice. I think they're pretty similar in cost. I will put the two costs up here for you guys so you guys can see what the difference is. Olaplex number 3 is 3.3 ounces, 100 milliliters. And the new Bond Curl Rehab Salve, I think I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. We're just gonna call it Bond Curl the rest of the video because it's just easier. But this one is 8 fluid ounces, 237 milliliters. So it is over 2 times the amount of product, almost 2.5 times the amount of product, which is pretty bomb because for this thick curly girl, I got a lot of hair. This still gets me through maybe about probably 5 applications, and I like don't overdo it because like I want to use this as little as possible, and I don't like overdo it. Just because you use a ton of product doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to get more out of the product. So that is a rule of thumb I use in a lot of my products. Before we get into the nitty-gritty details of this and really testing these out on side by side, you may be coming from where you've never used a bonding treatment like this before. So I want to backtrack us and really talk about what it is, why we use it, so you really have a good understanding of why you may want to purchase something like this. A bonding treatment like this is made to be pre-wash. So pre your shampoo, pre your conditioner, anything else. You can do this on naked curls. I am not. I never do my Olaplex treatment on naked curls because, let's be honest, I don't want to wash my hair and then dry it and then do this and then wash again. It's too much work. I'm sorry. Like, who's got time for that? I barely have time for this. So we're going to do it the way I normally do it, and we're going to see how it goes. So these are pre-wash treatments, and they are at home pre-wash treatments. Now, you will find when you go to the salon, if you get your hair done at a salon, you are going to see that they have normally an Olaplex or a Bond type treatment that's at the salon. Those are going to be a little bit more intense than the ones at home. At least the one that is by Olaplex, they have one that's made for the salon specifically, and then they have the number 3, which is made for at home. Now, why would you use a bonding treatment, you may ask? You use a bonding treatment because of damage that we've done to our hair, okay? Now, any type of hair can use this. If you have straight, wavy, curly, coily, you name it, you can use it, okay? But it's the ones that have done a lot of damage to their hair, AKA me, that you're going to get the most results out of something like this. Reason being is because it really is made for damaged follicles. So from color treating, highlighting, bleaching, heat. Those are the main reasons that you're going to find your curls get damaged. Now, Miss Chloe over here has done a lot of bleaching to her curls. Yes, I did just talk to myself in my third person. We won't do that anymore. So you will see, okay, this is on day 7 curls. You're gonna see that I have quite a bit of frizz right now. That's to be expected on day 7. But my curls are naturally, you'll see. Do you see my natural color? So you'll see, that's my natural color. It's like a deep kind of honey brown, I guess you could say. And that's my natural hair color. Like if I let my hair grow out, that's where it's gonna be. I'll put an old picture of myself without any hair color. I like the blonde better. So the blonde is very, very damaging to curls. So if you don't do proper protein and moisturizing treatments to your curls, if you highlight, they're going to loosen. You're going to lose your curl pattern and you're going to have so much breakage. You're not going to be happy with your curls. So what I've done to my curls has now made them high porosity. High porosity means that they literally soak up all the moisture. There is a lot of breakage that can happen, and they're also going to lose their moisture a lot. And the proteins and the bonds that are in my curls, that are in that follicle, are now breaking down. Sounds pretty terrible, right? So here's the deal. We have treatments like this. Let's just discuss what the differences right off the bat that I'm seeing are, okay? So let's start with Olaplex, the tried and true. Olaplex number 3. They have a proprietary patented ingredient. Now I have to read this patented ingredient because it's a very long name that I cannot pronounce very easily, and I'm gonna put it here. It is called aminopropyl diglycol dimaleate. That's their patented ingredient. That is supposed to be their kind of like holy grail ingredient for bringing the bonds back together. Now, because that's patented, obviously nobody else can use that for a certain period of time. I don't know how long patents last. It's like 30 years or something like that. It's a very long time. So that is what they are using. That is meant to repair those proteins, bring those proteins and bonds back together so that your curls can come back looking all bouncy and beautiful and shiny. Also with Olaplex number 3, you are supposed to be able to use this a recommended time of 10 minutes or longer. I personally normally am using this, if I just got my hair highlighted, I will use this once a week right before my wash for about a month, and then I'll let it kind of go out to like maybe once every other week. That's what I found works really well for this. I actually did just get my hair highlighted back about a week ago. So this should be a really good time to test this out because my hair is gonna be more fragile right now. I've only done one bonding treatment. I did do an Olaplex treatment when I got home from the salon. This should be a pretty true test and see how well this helps to strengthen my curls back. Now, let's compare from just like the overall bottle, the label, everything when it comes to the new Curlsmith Bond Curl. The first thing that really sticks out to me is the fact that on the ingredient list that I can actually pronounce a lot of the things, which is pretty nice. Curlsmith, that's been one of the biggest things for me with Curlsmith is that they really, really care about the ingredient. I'm not saying that Olaplex doesn't, but Curlsmith is very big on keeping things as clean and green as possible. So they're using things like, let's just take a gander. Let's take a gander out here. We've got shiitake mushroom extract. We've got pumpkin seed extract, sweet almond oil. We have black currant fruit extract. We have kale, y'all, we have kale. The other thing, like I was mentioning, is the size of bottle. This is over 2 times the amount of product that you get with this. So already that's amazing for the bang for your buck. I remember when I first bought this and I got it in the mail and I opened the box and I was like, what is this? I was like, is this real? Is this real life? Why is the bottle so small? So I was very confused by that. Turns out that's just the way it is. So I like the idea that you're getting more for your money here. Now, we don't know yet if we're getting more for our money because we haven't tried it yet. So we still gotta do that. The other thing that I also notice is that this is meant to be on for a minimum of 10 minutes, while this one is meant to be on for a minimum of 15 minutes. And then they recommend Curlsmiths to go on for a maximum of 1 hour. I normally will do this for anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. anyways. If I'm in a rush, I'll do 10 minutes, but then if I have the time, then I'll set the time aside, and that's what we're gonna do today. Today, I am going to do a full hour, and we're going to do a complete split head test. So we're going to literally split the curls up. I'm gonna go wet my hair, and we are going to try these out. I think we're gonna go right side, my right side, we're gonna go for Curlsmith, and then left side, we're gonna go Olaplex. And I'm going to take you through my first reactions, how this goes, and I guess we'll see. So let's get these curls wet. Okay, and we have wet hair. We have completely split the part so that we can do a complete split head test. Stay up, my head's kind of itchy right now. You guys feel it, right? Okay, we're gonna start out, since I already know what Olaplex looks like, feels like, smells like. So we're gonna start out with the Curlsmith one, and we're doing that on my right side of my head. So as you can see, it does not have like a little, you know, in between opening like this does, like the little cap. The cap is just open, which I kind of appreciate as a curly because I always need more product than normally that'll allow me. And then the scent is nice. It's not overpowering. It's not super chemically. Like, I do feel like Olaplex's is kind of chemically smelling, so that's not my favorite about it, but I kind of always like say I don't really care because it does wonders on my hair. So if this smells better, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, Curlsmith's products I feel like always smell amazing. So let's go ahead and take some of that. And my hair is towel dried damp. It's not completely soaking wet because you still want to let the product soak into your hair. Because if it's completely soaked and it's dripping wet, how can we expect any product to really penetrate? You can't. So I now have this on my hands, and I'm just going to kind of just rope that in, really concentrated on my ends because my ends are really where I end up having a lot of damage. I'm gonna take a little bit more. My ends are where you're always gonna have your most damage because that's the hair that has been on your head the longest. Really concentrated that around the face because we did a lot of highlights and lowlights around my face and on my crown. So we're just gonna kind of like pet that on. Okay. I feel like that's probably a pretty good amount of product. It feels nice and coated. Actually, let's grab a little bit more and put that right around. I'm gonna grab a little bit more and put that right around my face because that's where I tend to have a lot of frizz and a lot more. My hair is thinner right around my face, and it just tends to have more breakage right around my crown area, so we're gonna really concentrate that as well. Okay, and now I'm gonna take one of my alligator clips and just kind of clip this up in a way because I'm gonna keep this on for an hour. Okay, so now that is gonna stay on there for an hour, and we're gonna do the same thing, but now this time we're gonna do with the Olaplex. This actually felt pretty nice and like slippery when I was putting it on. So that's something I normally notice that it's not overly slippery with Olaplex normally. Now let's take the Olaplex. Maybe. See, that's exactly the problem that I have when they have these, you know, the little caps in between because it's harder for me to get product out. But all right, now we've got some product. It smells fine. It's not like a bad smell. It's just a little bit more chemically, I feel like. I definitely noticed that there felt like more hydration and slip when I was putting the Curlsmith on. Olaplex has never felt like slippery when I was putting it on. And keep in mind, this is not meant to be a hydration treatment in the first place. Okay, now I have, why can I not keep that one in there? This is what I get for having my short layers. Okay, so I have both sides ready to go. They both have the Olaplex and the Curlsmith in. So I will be, let's see here, I will be taking the next hour to let this sit, and then I will go ahead and get in the shower. After I'm done letting this sit, I'll be using my Vivitone's Vibrancy Shampoo by Curlsmith, as well as the Glow Perfecting conditioner right here. Okay, I've used these before. They came out with these a little while ago and really enjoy them. They're perfect for color treated hair. And then for my deep conditioner, I am going to use Curlsmith's deep, what is it called? Their Deep Cream Double Quencher? Deep Quencher? I'll put it up here. It's already in my shower. So I will be using that. I'll probably leave that on for about 10 minutes just to make sure that my hair is really nice and hydrated and moisturized after a protein treatment. With protein, your hair can get really dry if you're not careful and keep it really nice and balanced. So I do find that to be really important, especially for me with high porosity. So after I'm done with everything in the shower, I will touch base with you guys and just let you know if I'm noticing any sort of difference in how my hair is feeling wet. And then we'll style.
This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 a.m., I'm not even tired.
Okay, so I am out of the shower. Honestly, I don't feel a huge difference while my hair is wet. Well, this does feel a little bit smoother actually. Wow. Yeah, okay, this side feels smoother. There's a little bit more tangle, not by much though. Like I really have to feel it. But this side is smoother than this side when I'm bringing my fingers through it. I could do this all day. Both sides feel pretty nice overall because they both feel nice and moisturized. Neither of them feel very tangly. Is there a difference? I can't see any difference there. Okay, welcome back to me because you guys have been sitting here. I'm kind of speechless because while I was in the shower, I felt like nothing really feels too different. There's a little bit more slip on the Curlsmith side. But like that was kind of the only difference I saw right off the bat. Even while styling, I like didn't feel much of a difference on either side. But do you guys see a difference? I'm gonna come closer to the camera so you guys can see this. You can see there's like a lot of, especially in here if you look at this, there's a lot more frizz going on the top of over here on the Olaplex side. Then I am noticing some areas that are a little bit just like more stringy. They're not as bouncy as they normally would be. Sometimes I do get a few curls that are just wonky and that's normal for me. But over here, it's kind of perfect. I'm genuinely shocked right now because I really was expecting for it to be either pretty much like an unnoticeable difference. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting it to just be, okay, like both sides look good. I think they're both good products. That's what I was genuinely expecting. Like I'm genuinely shocked because I have sworn by Olaplex for so long and yet here we are. Here we are, Curlsmith. Here we are. You hit another one out of the freaking park. Well done. Well done. Because it looks so good. Like, do you guys see this, like, this definition and the bounce back I'm getting? And then, I mean, over here, don't get me wrong. This side of the curl still looks good. Don't get me wrong. But it just doesn't look as good as this side. Curlsmith, well done! I know this is sponsored by you guys, but I really was not expecting for it to be this good. So you get more bang for your buck on this, and dare I say it's a better product? Battle of the Bonds, y'all. Battle of the Bond products. And I have to go. I think Curlsmith wins. Wow, I'm shooketh. This looks so good. I think the big difference that I was noticing while I was styling is truly just that this side had more slip and just felt softer, whereas Olaplex's side didn't feel as soft. I'm still gonna say Olaplex is a great product, but now I want to try this and start using it every single week. Because this is a more protein-based product, I'm really curious to see how, if my hair gets like protein overload from it while counteracting it with deep conditioning treatments that are highly moisturizing. I'm very intrigued to see how this is gonna go long term, whereas Olaplex, it's very light on the protein. It's more specifically bonding, whereas I think this is like bonding and protein. That's what I'm gathering. So I'm very intrigued to see what happens when I use this on a regular basis compared to this. First try, I'm very impressed. I'm very, very impressed. So I have both of these linked below so you guys can check them both out. I also have the shampoo, conditioner, and deep conditioner that I used as well in the shower. And that is gonna be a wrap for our video today. So thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you're always up to date on all of my latest curly tutorials and tips. And don't forget to like this video so that more curlies can learn to rock their natural curly hair. And on that note, I'm gonna see you guys next week. Bye guys.